Hi, I'm Brittany, and this is Lauren, and we're two of Festival's dietitians, and today we're coming to you from our kitchen with a guilt-free cheesecake recipe.
Yes, today we're making sweet potato cheesecake shooters, which sounds like a mouthful.
But actually, that's just enough.
Yes, exactly. So today what's making this recipe a guilt-free dessert recipe is two things, really. So we're making shooters, which are portion-controlled cheesecakes. Really fun, they're really cute.
Yes.
And the other thing is that we're using some veggies, which sounds bizarre, but it's gonna taste delicious.
That's
and
one
I'm
of
so
my
excited.
favorite tricks, veggies and desserts.
Oh yes.
So to get started, another aspect of this that makes it a guilt-free dessert is the crust. So typical cheesecake crusts have a lot of sugar, maybe sometimes some trans fats. Today our crust has one ingredient, and that's chopped pecans.
Yes.
So all we've done with those pecans so far is toasted them in a pan on the stove until they start to get aromatic and release some of their natural heart-healthy oils. You could also toast them in the oven on a cookie sheet for about 10 minutes if you have a larger batch.
Yes.
So either way, you just want them to get nice and sweet and less bitter so they release those nice flavors.
And we're not adding any oil to the pan, so it's completely dry.
Exactly. So like I said, one ingredient. And then we put them in a food processor and ground them up until they reach this fine, like graham cracker crust consistency.
It totally looks like graham crackers.
Absolutely. And so that'll make it nice and easy to pack down into the shooters to make a nice firm crust. So I'm going to actually go ahead and get started adding these about a tablespoon at a time into our shooter cups.
Perfect. And you'll know when these are ready and they're done being toasted when you can smell them, because it smells amazing in here.
Yes.
And it's because of all the, like you mentioned, the aromatic.
Absolutely. And that's one of my favorite things about this crust is that it has a lot more flavor than a typical crust because of the pecans.
Yes, and heart healthy, as we mentioned.
So while I'm doing this, I'm going to let you get started on the filling.
Perfect. So the filling, a couple ingredients are going to make this filling a little bit better for you as well. So we're using a fat-free cream cheese, and you could also use a reduced fat if you prefer, or full fat if you don't care for the flavor. So again, we're really cutting down on the fat with this recipe.
And that's huge with cheesecake. So we're going to get rid of a lot of the calories here.
And then we're adding in some vanilla Greek yogurt, also non-fat. So this is going to add a little bit of sweetness for one with the vanilla, but then a little bit of protein as well because it's the Greek yogurt.
And it's a substitute for sour cream, which you would normally find in cheesecake recipes.
Yes. So from here, I'm going to just blend this up.
Looking good.
Perfect. So that looks pretty good so far. Let me get these bowls out of the way here. All right. So our next ingredient is going to be, get my spatula, the sweet potato puree.
Now, this sweet potato puree, you could certainly puree your own sweet potatoes in a blender. We actually wanted to save a step, and we found this awesome sweet potato puree in a can in our natural and organic department at Festival.
And if you can't find the sweet potato puree, you could certainly use pumpkin puree.
Yeah, definitely.
Make a pumpkin cheesecake, can't go wrong with that. So we're gonna blend this up then too here.
What I really like about using the sweet potatoes in here, it's a boost of veggies, a boost of nutrients, but it's also adding natural sweetness, so we don't have to add sugar or sweetener. The sweet potatoes are naturally sweet.
Perfect. All
It's
right.
looking pretty. I like that color.
Yes, it is. We got a couple more things to add in. We're going to add in some non-fat sweetened condensed milk. So it does come in a non-fat variety. You can find it by the other sweetened condensed milk varieties in the baking aisle.
Yep.
So again, cutting down on some of that fat. So we are going to measure out 3/4 cup.
Yep.
And this can be a little bit goopy, but let's get down here. Perfect.
Excellent. How about I drizzle this in while
That
you keep
sounds
mixing?
Great.
Alrighty.
Teamwork. This is going to add a good boost of sweetness as well.
Exactly.
Without
And
that extra fat.
Right. Because typically sweetened condensed milk is not something I would like to use, but I was really excited when I saw this fat-free version.
Yes.
Get just a little bit out of here.
It's looking like cheesecake.
It is. It's making me hungry.
Excellent.
Alrighty.
That looks pretty good. All right, last couple ingredients here. We're going to add in a little bit of salt to bring those flavors together. get some of that out of here. Do you have that spoon?
Yeah, here, let's use this one.
Stuck on the bottom a little bit. There we go. We just want to make sure we definitely bring those flavors together.
Thank you.
Yes. And we'll throw in some cinnamon. Add some good flavor as well. And then last but not least, we've got a teaspoon of vanilla.
All right.
Again, just bring some of those flavors together without adding sugar.
Yes, I love that. And the cinnamon has antioxidants too, so
Yes.
even more of a nutritious boost.
And just an awesome flavor
Right.
altogether.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a great cheesecake batter.
All right, I think we're pretty good here.
I'm gonna start spooning these into our shooter cups.
Excellent. I'm just gonna move this over here.
And you can really add as much or as little as you'd like. I'm just gonna make a couple of these right here. If you want, you can leave room for whipped cream at the top, but I want more cheesecake, so I'm gonna fill them all the way up.
I agree. And what's great about these too is you can make them ahead of time. So what you want to do is you want to have them sit in the refrigerator for at least 4 to 6 hours so they set pretty well. So you can make them ahead of time if you're maybe having a party or entertaining some guests, or make them the day before and serve them the next night for a weeknight sweet treat.
Yeah, there you go. I'm actually going to let you sprinkle those with cinnamon.
Perfect. So
Just
that little bit of cinnamon just makes it look
yes.
a little bit more gourmet, really fun.
Yes, because we eat with our eyes, right? Too.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
from here, what we do again is refrigerate these. So I'm just going to move them over for now so we can give our finished refrigerated product a try.
Let you.
These look delicious. I got to get down and try a little bit of the crust
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I
you
got
have
some.
to.
Perfect.
So creamy. Really great cheesecake flavor.
Perfectly sweet. Whether you're having people over and you're entertaining and looking for something fun and different to make, or you're just looking for a weeknight sweet treat, we hope you give this recipe a try.
And remember, you can always eat well with festival foods.